Hello students, let us continue our discussion with the interference. In the last class, I have made discussion of the interference condition that if path difference del x is equals to 2n pi, then path difference del phi is equals to 2n pi, then we will have constructive interference. Or if path difference del x is equals to n lambda, we have the constructive interference. This thing we have discussed in the previous discussion. Also we have discussed that if path difference del phi is equals to 2n minus 1 pi, then we have destructive interference, that is darkness. It tells about brightness and this tells about darkness, and the condition for path difference was 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. So this condition we have also discussed in the previous video. Also you should know very carefully that I have given y1 is equals to a1 sine omega t and y2 is equals to a2 sine omega t plus phi. Then we get y net is equals to a net sine omega t plus theta. This also we have seen, in which the a net is given by a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi under root. This is the value we have got. And also we have seen that tan theta is equals to a2 sine phi by a1 plus a2 cos phi. And this is similar to like your vector. So now today we would like to discuss few problems based on this concept. Here you should understand that this is your a1, this is your a2, and this is giving your a net. This angle is phi and this angle is theta. With this basic concept that I have already discussed in the previous class, I will continue my discussion with problems based on this discussion. Let us try to understand few problems based on this discussion. This will be very helpful for your better understanding and better confidence in the board examination, whereas it will be very helpful to you in solving the problems of entrance 1. That in entrance this type of questions are frequently being asked, and if the conceptual clarity is there, you can solve them very comfortably. So first my question is based on this concept. That means you have to find the y net. How to find the y net, that I would like to discuss with you by giving y1 and y2. So this thing you should clearly keep in mind. Let us begin our discussion with the first question. y1 is equals to 3 sine omega t plus pi by 2 and y2 is equals to 4 sine omega t, and you have to find y net. Y net is equals to how much? So as you already know, y net is your a net sine omega t plus theta. So basically you have to find the value of a net, you have to find the value of theta, and naturally you will be getting the answer. So a net, as you know, a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. This is the value of a net, and phi is the phase difference. Now in this section, in this matter, the question arises, the confusing part of this matter, this question is that which should be considered as a1, whether this quantity is a1 or this quantity is a1. In deciding that which quantity is a1, you have to take whose phase is smaller. So naturally the phase of this is smaller, this is omega t and this is omega t plus pi by 2. So phase of this is a smaller. So we have to take A1 is equals to 4, A2 is equals to 3. And what is the phase difference? Phase difference is your phi, del phi, phase difference is your pi by 2. What is phase difference? This minus this. So this has got omega t plus pi by 2. So this has got omega t only. So this has got a smaller phase and this has got larger phase. So which has the smaller phase, that we will consider as A1. Now the problem becomes simple. A net we can write 4 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 4 into 3 and cos phi is your cos pi by 2. So this will give you, this is already 0, this term becomes 0, 4 4s are 16 plus 9 under root, and this is giving you 5. Now in this situation you should understand a very important triangle, that here A1 you are getting, here you see, here A1 is your 4 and A2, this A2 is your 3, and you are getting A net, you are getting A net, this as the 5. Now this is also 3. Now what I would like to tell you, this is a specific type of triangle in which, always remember, whenever the triangle is of, and this angle according to the question is pi by 2, and you have to find this angle theta is equals to how much. Always remember this fact in your mind, that there is a special triangle and that triangle is in this way. If this side is 3, this side is 4 and this side is 5, this angle becomes 37 degree, this angle becomes 53 degree, and this is your 90. So whenever this type of triangle you are getting, you have to always remember that it is 30, in front of 3 it is 37 degree, in front of 4 it is 53 degree, and in front of 5 it is 90 degree. For this you are not supposed to use calculator or any table for this. So as you have to remember what value? You have to remember 0 degree, you will have to remember 30 degree, you have to remember 37 degree, you have to remember 45 degree, you have to remember 60 degree and 90 degree, like that, and 53 also. So here if we see, then what will be the value of cos 53? Cos 53 should be equals to 3 by 5 directly. You have to remember these values. And if 3 by 5 you are getting, you will have to use cos 53 degree. So here what we are getting theta is equals to 3 by 5. So this is 3. So what value of theta we are getting? That is 53 degree. So what is our answer? Now we have got theta also. Theta is equals to 53 degree. So what is our answer? Our answer, y net should be equals to A net, that is 5 sine omega t plus 53 degree. This should be your answer while solving this problem. And this question is basically based on superposition. That superposition based question, when two waves are given, how can we find the resultant wave? Let us move to the next question. Now let us attempt the second question. Y1 is equals to 3 sine omega t plus 30 and y2 is equals to 4 sine omega t plus 120 degree, and you have to find the y net. In this we have to apply the same concept. Here the value of phase is this. So this is the phase. So when this is the phase and this is the phase, it has got a smaller phase. So A1 is equals to 3 and A2 is equals to 4, and also the phase difference phi is equals to 120 minus 30, that is your 90 degree. Phase difference is 120. This is your what? This is your 120 minus 30 degree, that is 90 degree. It is just like the previous question. So if we want to find the A net, naturally 3 4, so A net you can understand that A net will become 5. Why? 3 square plus 4 square. Same question is there in some other format. Now A net is become 5. Now the general answer what you will be giving, the general answer you will be giving Y net. Y net is equals to A net 5 sine omega t plus how much? 3, 4, 5 is there. So 3, 4, 5 is there. So theta what we will be getting? We will be getting theta is equals to theta tan theta is equals to A2 sine phi A1 plus A2 cos phi. This we have got. So phi is your 90. So it is how much? 4 by A1 is how much? 3. Now 4 by 3 is what? Remember the triangle? 4, 3, 5. So this angle is theta. So 4 by 3 is how much? Tan 53 degree, because this is 53, this is 7. So what we are getting? We are getting that is tan 53 degree. So theta is equals to how much? Theta is equals to 53 degree. So when theta you have got 53 degree, here you can write omega t plus 53 degree. But this is not correct. Why? Because you have to understand it in this way. Y net, by diagram if I will explain, then you will understand it in a better way. Y net, here you see, here this is the x-axis, and at the angle of 30 degree, this is your, at the angle of 30 degree, this is your what? This is your A1. And at 90 degree, here I am taking the y-axis, so ahead of this at 90, that means 30 plus here, it is your A2. This is your A1, this is your A2. This angle is your 90 and this is 120. So if you will take the resultant, it will be something like this. And what you have calculated 53 degree is this angle. This is your 53 that you have calculated. A1 is how much? A1 is your 3 and this is your 4. So this will also become 4, and in front of 4 this is 53 degree. So actual answer is this is your A net. A net. So actual answer is there, this 30 plus 53 degree. So don't do the mistake by writing this one. Actual answer will be Y net is equals to 5 sine omega t plus 30 plus 53 degree. That means 5 sine omega t plus 83 degree. This should be your answer. So Y net is equals to 5 sine omega t plus 83 degree. This is the value of Y net for this question. For this question, this should be your answer. See it carefully. It is important to understand how to write Y net. Here it is already true that we have got 53 degree as the answer, but this answer is not correct. Why? Because A is already, the phase of A is 30 degrees. So what we have to write? In Y net we have to write the phase of A plus the value that we have got 53. So 53 plus 30, that is 83. This is the way you should learn to get Y net, how we can compose how we can join the two waves. So Y1 is this much, Y2 is this much, and Y net we will be getting in this case 5 sine omega t plus 83 degree. Now let us take the third example. In third example, Y1 is your 3 sine 30 degree and Y2 is your 4 cos omega t plus 30 degree. Sine omega t plus 30 degree and cos omega. Now when I was discussing the composition, finding the condition is a superposition. Both term were in cos. Both term were in sine. What I have discussed? I have discussed y1 is equals to a sine omega t, and y2 is equals to a1 a2 sine omega t plus phi. So both term are in sine. So first of all we will have to convert it into sine. Second thing is there, we were finding y net is equals to y1 plus y2. That means both terms should be separated by a plus sign. So how can we do this thing? y2 is equals to 4 sine omega t plus pi by 2 plus 30. We can write in this way. Why? Then only we will have a plus sign between y1 and y2, and then only we will be getting this format. So now this has become sine 90 plus theta becomes cos theta. So this will become cos value. So this has to be written in this form. That means y2 is equals to 4 sine omega t plus 120 degree. Now it becomes the same question. So it can be in this format also. Here sine is there, here cos is there. But you have to keep in mind that both terms should be in sine. And also they should be separated. While adding the process, you will have to separate them. Add them keeping the positive sign. Here it should be positive sign, not y1 minus y2. We have used y1 plus y. So you have to rearrange them in such a value. Here I can take 90 minus theta also. But if I will take 90 minus theta, here the minus sign will come. So what I mean to say, that whenever you are doing the calculation, always keep this thing in mind, that this two terms should be in sine. And second thing you have to keep in mind, that separation between them should be in terms of your plus only. So here it should be plus, and the separated term between sine term should also be plus only. So keeping that fact in mind, now it has come to in our format that y1 is equals to 3 sine omega t plus 30, and y2 is equals to 4 sine omega t plus 120 degree. Now the same question which I have discussed earlier can be given in this format also. Now it becomes the same question, and you can get the value of y net. So 3, 4, 5. So y net, now you can find y net is equals to a net sine omega t plus theta. What is a net? A net 3, 4 is there. So a net is your 5. And what is the phase difference? Phase difference will be your 90. Phi is your 90. So what you are getting? You are getting in this way, that here a1 is your 3, a1, a2 is your 4, and this is your 5. So what angle you have to select? You have to angle between them is 90. So you have to take the angle y1 and y2. So y1 is your 3, y2 is your a1 is your 3, a2 is your 4, and the phase difference is 90. So you can get in this way the resultant. Here this is a net you can get, and this a net will be, if this is 4, this is 5, this angle will be how much? This angle will be 53 degree. So you are getting this angle is phi and this angle is theta. So what you are getting? You are getting that theta is equals to 53 degree. So when theta is equals to 53 degree, what should be your answer? Your answer should be 30 plus 53 degree. So So y net is equals to 5 sine omega t plus 30 plus 53 degree, and this will give you 5 sine omega t plus 83 degree. This should be your answer. So I hope that with this much discussion based on the composition portion, that means how two waves, if two waves are given, we can find the resultant wave, and that resultant wave is also the very important part, how to find this resultant wave. The same matter will be taught to you in your sound wave also, and in your composition of SHM also. In the SHM also the same matter is there, and similar type of thing we will be discussing in the AC also. So you should keep this thing in mind, and you should practice this type of questions for better understanding, and that will develop the confidence in you people. Now I will switch over to the another type of question which was based on our concept that path difference should be n lambda for constructive interference, and path difference should be 2n minus 1 lambda by 2 for destructive interference. So now I will switch over to the condition portion in this section about this concept, that how can we frame numericals based on this concept. So let us try to, this is for your maxima, this is for your maxima, and this is for your minima. That I have already discussed. Maxima means brightness and minima means darkness. So after discussing this much question on the composition section, that means adding the two waves and getting the new wave, we will move to the new section. We will move to the new type of question that is based on this path difference and phase difference concept. Let us try to understand those concepts. First example we are taking, suppose here is a source S1 and here is a source S2, and the distance between the two sources is 3.2 lambda. Distance between the two sources, these are coherent sources, and one observer is there that is moving from S1 to S2, and you have to tell that from moving from S1 to S2 you have to find the number of maxima is how much, and the number of minima is how much when the observer is moving from S1 to S2. When now in this type of questions, observer is moving from S1 to S2, the distance is given, you have to apply this condition, and wherever this condition is satisfied, maxima will be observed. That means if the path difference is coming to be the integral multiple of lambda, we will be getting the maxima, and if the path difference is coming odd multiple of lambda by 2, we will be getting minima. Now to solve this problem, what I will do, if the wave that is being generated here the coherent source is there, the wave is being generated, coherent source is there, so wave is generated. If the wave is moving from here to here, this wave has traveled the distance 3.2 lambda, and this wave have not traveled any distance, so this distance minus this wave distance traveled is your 3.2 lambda. So here path difference is 3.2 lambda. Again, see, this wave has traveled a distance 3.2 lambda, and this wave has traveled a distance 0. So what is the path difference? Path difference is x2 minus x1, that is 3.2 lambda, because this has traveled 3.2 lambda and this has traveled 0 distance. Similarly, if we consider the point here, this wave has traveled the distance 3.2 lambda and this wave has not traveled any distance. the distance traveled is your 0. So here also the path difference is 3.2 lambda. So here the path difference is 3.2 lambda and here the path difference is 3.2 lambda. Exactly in the middle point, if we consider exactly in the middle point, then you try to observe that here what we will be getting, what distance this has traveled, the same distance this has traveled. So here the path difference is 0. This distance is equal to this distance, so this minus this or this minus this is 0. So at the central position, here the 0, you are getting the path difference. At extreme positions, you are getting 3.2 as the path difference. So what next I would like to tell you, if here is path difference 0, here is 3.2 lambda, then somewhere it will be lambda, somewhere it will be 2 lambda, and somewhere it will be 3 lambda. Similarly in this side, here it is 0, here it is 3.2 lambda. So somewhere it will be lambda, somewhere it will be 2 lambda, and somewhere it will be 3 lambda. And what you have observed, delta x path difference is n lambda, integral multiple of lambda, and value of n starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. So here the path difference is 0. So here 1 maxima, here second maxima, here third maxima. So when the observer is moving from S1 to S2, the number of maxima is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number of maxima that we are getting 7. We are getting the number of maxima 7. So 7 is the answer. If I change it and if I make it for the minima, then for minima we are lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 2, 5 lambda by 2, like that. So 1 lambda by 2 we can get here, 1 lambda by 2 we can get here, 1 lambda by 2, that means 1.5, 3 lambda by 2 we will get here, and 5 lambda by 2 we will get here. We cannot get 7 lambda by 2, because here it is 3.2, 3.5 lambda is some outside this line, 3.5 lambda is outside this line. So if we talk about here the lambda by 2, here 3 lambda by 2, here 5 lambda by 2, and then we cannot get, because after 3 lambda, 3.5 lambda will be outside this line. So number of minima is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So number of minima will be your 6. So in this type of question, a simple question is there, but better understanding you will be able in giving the answer only if you have a better understanding of this concept that the path difference would be n lambda. So at these points the path difference, is here it is 0, here it is lambda, here it is 2 lambda, here it is 3 lambda. Similarly here lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda. Here what is the path difference? Here it is lambda by 2. What is here? 3 lambda by 2. What is here? 5 lambda by 2. And 7 lambda by 2, that is 3.5. This will go outside, so that we will not consider. So this way we can solve this question. Now in the second example, same question is there. Only the thing is that what I will do, in the same question I will slightly change the value. Here I am giving the 3.2 lambda, and now in the same question I am trying to give you the value that here the source S1 is there, here the source S2 is there. Now this time I am considering it to be 3.6 lambda, and same observer is moving from S1 to S2, and you have to find the number of maxima. Now this was the previous, this is not. So now what you have to do, you will have to apply the same concept. Here the path difference will be 3.6 lambda. Here also the path difference will be 3.6 lambda. In the middle point the path difference will be 0. So if here it is 0, here it is 3.6 lambda, somewhere lambda, somewhere 2 lambda, somewhere 3 lambda. Similarly lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda. So what is the number of maxima? Number of maxima 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this case also the number of maxima remains the 7. What about minima? One minima we will get here, one minima we will get here, one minima we will get here, and here it is 3.6, so 3.5 is one again minima. So one minima is here, one minima is here, one minima is here. Here 3.5 is included. In the previous example 3.5 was excluded because this distance was 3.2. But here we can include the 3.5 and we will be getting here. So what is the number of minima? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are getting the minima is 8. Lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 2, 5 lambda by 2, 7 lambda by 2. 4 on this side, 4 on this side. So this way we can solve this type of simple problems which will help you for better understanding of the subject matter of the concept, that what does it mean by path difference is 0. If path difference is 0, or what does it mean by the condition for maxima that path difference is n lambda or path difference is 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. What will be the maxima means the brightness and minima means darkness we can get. Next thing is there, on the same profile we will move to the next question. In this question, suppose here is the screen and here are two sources, S1 and S2, coherent sources, and this separation is your 3 lambda. Now you have to tell the number of maxima and minima, observed on screen. Think about this question. These S1 and S2 are two coherent sources. Think about this situation and tell how can we find the number of maxima and the number of minima in this case. Think about this question. Pause the video, do it by yourself and then see the solution. In this question, you see, if we want to calculate at this center O, what is the path difference del x? Path difference is how much? Or take it as P point. Path difference is how much? Distance traveled by this wave minus distance traveled by this wave. So this minus this, that is giving you this. So path difference is your 3 lambda. At the center of a screen, the path difference P, the path difference is 3 lambda. Now if we take the very far away distance, then the rays are nearly parallel. So at infinite distance, if we take it as plus infinity, then path difference is your 0. Similarly, if we move in this direction and if we take the minus infinity, here also the path difference is 0. Now we have got the boundary. Here the path difference is 0 at plus infinity, here the path difference is 0 at minus infinity, and here the path difference is lambda. What does it mean? It means that here it is 0, then somewhere it will be lambda, somewhere it will be 2 lambda, and then 3 lambda. Similarly here, if it is 0, somewhere it will be lambda, somewhere it will be 2 lambda, and then 3 lambda. So path difference 0 or path difference lambda, that integral multiple of lambda, what gives? It gives maxima. So number of maxima is how much? So number of maxima, we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number of maxima we are getting 7. Now talk about minima. What is the condition for minima? Odd multiple of lambda by 2. So 1 lambda by 2 we will be getting here, 1 lambda by 2 we will be getting here, 1.5, and 1 lambda by 2 we will be getting here, 1 lambda by 2 we will be getting here, 1 lambda by 2 we will be getting odd multiple, and 1 odd multiple that means here it is lambda by 2, here it is 1.5 lambda, that is 3 lambda by 2, here it is 2.5 lambda, that is 5 lambda by 2, and so on we are getting. So how many minimas are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of minima is 6. See, this is also a type of question based on the condition. If you understand the path difference and what is the meaning of path difference, then only you can give answer to this question. See it carefully. Now in the same question, if I make this distance 3.2 lambda, then what will be your answer? Then this will be changed by 3.2 lambda. It will remain same. It will remain same. Rest logic will remain same. Here path difference 0, here lambda, here lambda, here 2 lambda, here 3.2 is there, so here it should be 3 lambda, here 0, here lambda, here 2 lambda, here it should be 3 lambda, and then 3.2 is there. So what is the maxima that you will be getting? You will be getting the maxima 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So number of maxima that you are getting, number of maxima you are getting in this case is your 8. And number of minima what you will be getting? Number of minima you will be getting one value, lambda by 2. Here also odd multiple of lambda by 2. Here also odd multiple of lambda by 2 between 2 and 3. And between 3 and 3.2 there is no odd multiple between 3 and 3.2. So 1, 2, 3. 3 in the bottom side, 3 in the up side. You are getting how much? Minima is 6. Where what is infinity between this 1 lambda by 2? Here it is 1.5 lambda. Here it is 2.5 lambda, and 3.5 is not included. Why? Because it is 3.2. So this also you are getting the maxima as the number of 8 and minima you are getting number 6. Now the same question I am trying to changing it by the same question I am trying to changing it by some new data, and that data will tell you, if we consider, suppose here the same question is there, S1, S2, here is the screen, but this time the distance is your 3.6 lambda. If the distance is 3.6 lambda, at this particular point path difference is your 3.6 lambda. Here it is plus infinity, so del x is equals to 0. Here it is minus infinity, so del x is equals to 0. Now you see, if here it is del x is equals to 0, somewhere it will be lambda, somewhere it will be 2 lambda, somewhere it will be 3 lambda, here somewhere it will be lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda. So number of maxima is how much? Number of maxima we will get as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number of maxima we are getting 8, because wherever the path difference is, integral multiple, path difference is 0 or integral multiple of lambda, we will be getting the maxima. If we are getting the minima, the path difference should be odd multiple of half wavelength. Here we will get one value lambda by 2. Here we will get 1.5 lambda, that is 3 lambda by 2. Here we will get 2.5 lambda, that is 5 lambda by 2. And one more value here we will be getting. Here we will get 3.5 lambda, that is 7 lambda by 2. Similarly, in the lower side also we can do. And so how many minima are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 upside, 4 downside. So number of minima is again 8. Minima is 8. Why? Here it will be 1. Here it will be 1 minima. Here it will be 1 minima. And here it will be 1 minima. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4, 8. So number of maxima is also 8 and number of minima is also 8. In the same profile, I would like to do the last question, and in this case I am taking a circular screen. This screen is circular, and here the two sources are there, S1 and S2, and the separation between the two sources are your 3 lambda. 3 lambda. Symmetrically it is placed. Now you have to tell the same question, that what is the number of maxima and minima observed on this screen. This is a circular screen and here are the two sources symmetrically placed on the diameter, that is 3 lambda is there. Now in this case, what I would like to tell you, in this case try to understand. If I take the perpendicular bisector line, then this point is equidistant, this point is equidistant, this point is equidistant, this source is equidistant. So as this distance is equals to this distance and this distance is equals to this distance, so what we can observe, here the path difference is 0. And similarly, here also the path difference is 0. If we take this point, as I told you, this distance minus this distance, here it is 3 lambda. Similarly, at this point, this distance minus this distance, it is your 3 lambda. So now we have got, here it is 0, here it is 3 lambda, here it is 0, here it is 3 lambda. So if here it is 0, somewhere it will be lambda, somewhere 2 lambda and then 3 lambda. Similarly, lambda, 2 lambda and 3 lambda. Similarly here, lambda, 2 lambda and 3 lambda is the path difference. Lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda. Now the problem becomes simple. How can we do? Number of maxima, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So number of maxima is 12. What about minima? Between these two maxima, 1 minima. Between these two maxima, 1 minima. Between these two maxima, 1 minima. Here 1 minima. Minima, minima, minima. So what is the number of minima? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you are getting minima also as 12. So I hope that with this much discussion of problems based on the composition, that means finding the y net when two waves are superimposed, then, and the condition for maxima and minima, that is brightness and darkness. This much discussion will certainly help you in building your concept to some better extent in understanding the subject matter. With this, I am ending the today's session. Some more problems are there, that is based on intensity based problems, that I will try to do after doing the Young's double slit experiment. In Young's double slit experiment will be the discussion of our next topic, and you will enjoy it better if you have understood these matters in a proper way. Thank you. Have a nice day.